Rory, round off the goodness this week. What have you got?
The goodness is rounded off by Peep Show, the latest season. I am 3 episodes deep right now. I'm a huge Peep Show fan. Obviously, this is the final season, which I'm just heartbroken
Only 6
about.
episodes in the season.
I know.
Sometimes there's a bit more. Sometimes 8
Is
or
it?
9. Yeah, they used to do more than the standard 6.
And it's just, obviously I was feeling a bit heartbroken going into it. Obviously a little bit skeptical as well because it's been a while since I've seen Peep Show and you don't really want them to go out on a bum note. Like, you want it to be a really good season. So far, it has just been so funny. It's been some of my favorite episodes so far, especially the one that aired last night.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that yet.
I've heard I thought the first 2 were alright.
I thought the first one was really, really funny. The second one was like a little bit of a dip, but the third
the
third one is like, they're doing something really great, which is kind of very discreetly reintroducing some characters that you've seen like throughout the season. So like Super Hands was back, like Dobby's back, a lot of the mains. It doesn't feel forced at all. And in the latest one, we're introduced to another character from the past, and it works so seamlessly. And it's one of these situations that they find themselves in where something goes wrong and that just sparks off a chain of events that just snowballs into this like catastrophic, socially awkward, like horribleness. It is just so funny.
See, for me, the first episode, I felt like the first like 10 minutes before the sort of ad break was just like, right, this is what we
need to get back. We need to get back where we were.
And I thought that I didn't think the first episode was particularly good, except for Superhand stuff.
I thought that was great.
The second episode, I just thought was brilliant. Like Superhand's Superhand's wedding, like when he's doing his vows and stuff. I was dead. I'd watched it so many times. It was so good.
In the first episode where they bag Jerry, and
that's good. That's a good ending.
And they waterboard him for
Mark completely instigating it, but acting like he's not a part of it whatsoever.
He's like, gotta make it look like I'm opposed. He's like,
bag him.
Yeah, that's like perfect, like Mark, that isn't it? Going, I have to be the responsible one, but I also secretly I'm the worst. Yeah,
he is secretly the worst.
Some of his thoughts, are just so dark and horrible.
I'm interested in what you think about this. Like, I still always think of Mark as the dominant voice in that show because, like,
100%. Yeah.
Even though you get a lot of Jez's interior monologue too, like Mark is the anchor, especially in the early season. You go back and rewatch it. A lot of those early series are like Mark at work and obviously his relationship. But he's absolutely the worst.
Yeah.
Like Jez, he's like an animal. He is what he is. He's a creature of impulse.
There's innocence to him though. Like he's just a bit of an idiot. You know, it's nothing malicious.
And what he is all up front. Mark is.
Have you ever?
We talk about Peep Show much in the show.
Okay. I've got two favorites.
Also, we should say, like, I know a lot of people who listen to the show live in America, and while I think a lot of other shows have kind of, like, my American friends do know about, they know about In Between Us. Peep Show's one of those that I haven't discussed with them much, so I don't know how aware they are of it, but if you can like find it or hunt it down, definitely do it.
It's so fantastic.
Who was the cat? Do you remember who they cast in the American one?
Oh no,
there's an American show.
Where it's like all those like try to do a.
You tell us your moment.
So favorite 2 moments in Peep Show. First off is the climax of the episode where Mark is getting married. Where he eventually
that's horrible.
He has a panic attack and decides to hide up in the rafters of the church, essentially, and then
when he's pissing himself,
Jeremy has to go to the bathroom and he starts to urinate and can't stop, and then it starts going through the cracks in the walls. And
I love early in that episode when they're on the way to the wedding, and Mark considers walking in front of that van.
Yeah,
like to like commit suicide, and the van's not even going that fast. He steps out and the guy stops. He goes, "Dick,
you piss kidney."
I haven't found this.
My second favorite moment is it is when Mark and Jeremy are on Mark's stag right before the wedding, actually, and in the process of the events, they accidentally kill a dog.
Well, this is quite a controversial moment in Peep Show.
Yeah,
like some people feel that's a jump in the shark moment.
Really,
like, it's too ridiculous.
It is pretty rubbish.
I was in tears laughing.
So they cook a girl's dog.
They accidentally kill the dog, and they're basically in very close quarters the whole time with the people who own it, so they don't really know what to do with it. And at one point, Jeremy tries to burn it to try and get rid of it, but then it doesn't burn. No. So then they try to bury it, and it's just like this whole nightmare.
And then they think it's barbecue.
Well, that's it. Yeah, so they have to put it in a bag, but then they run into the people who own the dog, and then they're asking about what's in the bag, and they have to try and convince them that it's barbecue chicken and not dog.
No,
I like
the people they cast in the American one. I don't know who they are.
All right.
It's just rubbish, yeah. I think like Super Hans is my favourite character, but my favourite moment is it's quite early on, and I think I love it because it just changed the way that me and my friends talk to each other, is when Mark is walking past some kids. It might even be the first episode.
It is the first episode of
and
this.
they say, fuck off, clean shirt. And I just think, as an insult, that is brilliant.
It's other briefcase wanker.
Yeah.
My favourite is all the kind of stuff with Johnson.
Oh,
Like-
Johnson's amazing,
Johnson
yeah.
is
It's
so
like the
good.
early stuff, when it was more focused on Mark's job,
Yeah.
and how much he wanted to get ahead at work and impress Johnson. And I love the episode because it's just so crap when he comes up with this like scheme to like integrate marketing and sales.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, but what
Project Zeus.
Project Zeus.
Yeah.
Mark. Marketing and sales will always be separate. Does it have to be that way? Well, now that you say it, it really doesn't. And I also like the one where Mark writes Business Secrets of the Pharaohs, and he gets it published by British London.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes,
That's amazing.
Mark, I don't think British London sounds like a real company. Oh, it is. It is. And he meets him at like that little motorway
It's
sandwich station.
Just feels so bad for him.
Project Zeus, I love the episode when like they're all around Mark's flat, and then Johnson comes around to see how they're doing, and I think he says like, "What are you guys doing?" He's like saying that they basically have sex with each other. It's like, "Watch a chicken, fuck a duck," or something like that. He's like, "You think the guys who invented Google sat around watching Trumpton?"
I love it when Mark's like talking to them and he's like, I just want it to be like a free flow of ideas. So, go mental and then go sane again and check and recheck. It's like, just sums him up so perfectly.
It's not really a moment. I just love the fact there's a baby called Ian.
Yeah.
That baby Ian.
No, this is my favorite thing. My girlfriend said this line to me the other day. I thought it was really good. It was at Super Hans' wedding with the twins, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got some kids. I got a couple of kids. They're how old are they?"
No. Like, it's at the picnic. He goes, "Oh, you're twins. Always talking about the twins. I love the bloody twins.
Yeah.
How old are they? It's Vi and Vump. What's German for five? Vump.
Yeah, they're a couple of bumps.
They were thumped 5 years ago.
But you've got kids, yeah. Twins. Twins.
And then he goes to check on his phone,
yeah, for a
and he's like,
picture.
I was like, I can't find the twins. I'll never forgive Orange if they've wiped the twins. So good.
Amazing.
I love that show. And yeah, the season's great, so definitely check it out if you're a Peep Show fan.
Okay.